Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Dracomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. I am going to attempt, once again, to beating this terrible dungeon. Last time, we did some crazy stuff. Now, the thing that's dumb about this boss... Okay. Cannot be resisted? Are you serious? Are you serious? The debuffs cannot be resisted. What? Seriously? The debuffs can't be resisted? Why the hell would you do that? Why would you make the debuffs not resist? How the hell am I even supposed to beat that? How am I even supposed to beat that? Can't be resisted? Wait, what? Excuse me? Can't be resisted? What kind of boss is that? Okay, at least he's the dummy. That gives him some time to do something. Like, hang on. What? Okay, maybe this is doable. Maybe it's doable if I get a decreased attack on him. Maybe. I'm gonna have to farm again. Man, that boss is literally frustrating as sin. And it like comes out of nowhere. You're like, oh, this can't be that hard. Like, I don't even have a 6-star for the other boss, so that's not even a starter. Like, literally, the amount of silver I'm gonna have to spend to kill that boss is unreal. It's basically... Okay, so maybe... if I go... Thing of Sorrow... I need to save my main Thing of Sorrow for that specific boss. Because I'm gonna have to rush him down. I'm just trying to do this to try to get silver. Because I am low as hell on it. And it's proving to be so terribly expensive to actually make the gear I need to beat that boss. This faction Crypt boss is so hard. Like, even with Versalth, it's like a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And this is all, by the way, to raise food for a singular Rosin Scarhide. That is literally what this is for. And to get silver. It's two things. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Get silver. Help out Rosin. Because the True Fear debuff cannot be resisted. That is truly disgusting. Because I was hoping, and I know this is going to sound insane, I was hoping that stacking resist would stop the boss. That's what I was hoping for. I know that's not what actually happened. But that's what I was hoping for. That stacking resist was going to stop the faction Crypt boss. So if I had like 1,000 resist or something ridiculous, or 300 resist. Let's more a realistic number for me. 300 resist. We would resist the True Fear and be able to fight it. Not so. Not so. Getting this silver back is going to be a nightmare. You have not even seen the half of it, of what it takes to get this silver. Like, just a medium chance is already terrible. And these aren't even the best substats, but it gives him some accuracy. Okay, first things first. We are not going to bother... We're not going to bother using our wave clear skills here. We're going to save those for the boss. Because I do not... Yeah, I'm not going to bother using the... Let's try again. Try to get this better. So at least... we want to try to keep this guy alive if we can. I think I need him as the distraction. Because this move does too much. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take him, run Coffin Smasher through the works. And maybe Burgoth. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Because I need someone to be the pinata. That's the thing. I need at least one fiend to be the pinata. Because right now, I don't see having Versulf be the pinata. And that... because I think that's the strat. We make one of them the pinata, the lower rank one, and then have Versulf come up from behind. Have Versulf come up from behind and blow it up. That's what I think the best strategy is. That's what I think it is. Because you'll want him to have enough time. Just enough so that Versulf gets a lie in. Because you don't want Versulf getting focused first. You want to give him enough time so that that ability is on cooldown. Because that's what I'm trying to do. Because that boss is anything but easy. Anything but. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give Coffin Smasher a little more HP, get him to level 40. So at least he has enough XP that he can pose as a distraction. Because that's his main purpose. Being a distraction. Just long enough that Maybe it's just the level 30, high 30s range. Just get to that point. Maybe that's what we need to do. Because like I said, all I really need him to do is to act as the distraction. Coffin Smash is the distraction, and then Versulf comes in for the kill. That is the primary strategy. That is the primary strategy here. This Versulf being the distraction is pretty nice. There we go. Perfect. I stayed up quite late last night trying to make all this stuff work. So we got these three. This will be the fourth one that fuses. And that's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna be. Now the reason that I'm doing it via campaign instead of via potions is because it was gonna cost me silver, and I'm very low on silver, so I'm gonna be using this opportunity to raise food and to try to get my champions in better shape. I'm trying to hyper roll the silver is what I'm trying to do. Although, what else can I farm for? I need the silver. There's just no other way around it. The unpleasant truth. It's the unpleasant truth of how much silver I need. It's very unpleasant. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do some arena. Intermission of arena. Why? Because I need the medals and stuff. And the clan activity. And both are incredibly valuable, so hey. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. We'll start with that. There we go. Get some of that materials. Okay. Corruption Wars. Okay, let's just do this. We'll do one of these. See if our character's improved. Did you see how fast that Rain of Sorrow killed him? Did you see that? I'm telling you, man, our team is improving. I may end up not fighting the boss, but... we'll see. We will see. I might put him in there randomly as a way of distracting them. The night revs are sure usually an ugly bunch. Granted. Okay. Oh, he slices the one that... he slices whoever he puts that on. Well, that sucked. There's a lot of HP based night revs. It seems. All right. Yeah, chop the guy that's okay. Why does that ignore defense? You know what? I'm gonna go put something on Bergoth. Maybe that'll solve the issue. Why not? Just put some random gear on him. And a random helm. Some random defense gear. Maybe that'll do the job. Just so we can last longer in the fight. And maybe that'll give me what I need. I am thinking resist is good on this guy. And then give him a few levels. As I'm thinking maybe Maybe if I could have these two as the distractions. I'm trying to think of a strategy. Because there's a real chance of us beating this boss. We have a shot at it. It's not much of a shot, but we have a shot at it. Is it going to cost me a lot of resources? Yes. Do I think both of these champions have a use elsewhere? Yes. Does my knight Revs need help? Yes. The main thing is they need to not die to this. That's the main thing. If they're dying to this, there's a problem. It doesn't mean I'm not raising food still. That bone knight is food. That guy is food, and he will be used as such. But Burgoth and the other guy are still useful. Like, Burgoth is going to be like my Vogoth in general, because I don't have Vogoth on this account. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's still not strong enough. Still not strong enough to do the job. Do that. Alright, let's give it a shot. She's for a different faction. I may end up not finishing this mission, but I'm hoping that at some point I'm going to make a setup that works with this. Of course it puts it on that guy. Because why not? Why the heck not? Okay, you know what? I'm going to restart this. I am going to not have that. Because the main thing, I think, is I do not want the boss to do any funny business with my... I don't want the boss to do any funny business with my Verself as a leader. So I would rather the AI target him first. That's better. That is much better. That is much better. Granted, I still don't think I'm going to beat the boss necessarily. But that was worth a shot. That was worth a shot. I'll just have to do this later and not win the mission. 'Cause I don't know what to do. Like, I have to really level up and improve everyone, and even then, I don't know if I'll make it. Now, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna test to see how Versolf has improved in a different dungeon. I am going to check how he does in a different dungeon. Okay. We're gonna take him to Ice Golem. Yeah, and we're gonna stick him in here. And I'm gonna see how he does. Mainly, does he take the debuffs? Is his resist higher? That's the litmus test. Because I want to test a dungeon where I know resist matters. Where the stat actually matters. Because I know the stat matters in here. That's the thing. I am aware that the stat matters in this dungeon. So I want to use this as the litmus test. As I do not see me winning this dungeon just out of the sheer requirement actually needed in both gear and levels required of multiple people in order to make this work. Because Versolf cannot solo it, it seems. Unless I find the right gear for that. But I don't know if resistance is necessarily the path. It might just be very high HP. But it says the debuff can't be resisted. So it must be some kind of cleanse as well. Be a cleanse champ. Or like if Burgoth is tanky enough, he just heals for every smack. So it doesn't matter later on. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking to myself that maybe Burgoth is worth next 6-star. Potentially. Just so I could make a very tanky team. Alright, he resisted. That's the first good sign. That's the first good sign, is that he resisted. Alright, litmus test engaged. He might have improved a little bit. Maybe. He still needs more resist, I feel. One thing to note about this boss is he is still extremely scary. I wish it was possible to provoke this guy easier. Should actually provoke him. He's immune to provoke. Oh. Well, that sucks. That sucks. So what we like to call sucks. I mean, he still works in Ice Golem. Which I'll gladly take. Man. That should kill him. I mean, it won't give us a prize, obviously, because the tournament's over, but at least he still works at Ice Golem, and in the next episode later on, I'm going to try to find a way to beat that. You know what? I could try to win an artifact. No. I'm going to try an auto setup. With Versulf and Spider. I want to see this. See what I can do with this. Obviously, it would be the best if I had, you know, Cold Heart or Deacon. But I don't have those, so we're going to do this experiment. That's a fair chunk of damage to the spider. Spider's angry now. I might be able to do Spider 11. That might be a possibility with this guy. Granted, I'll have to put Atchak in there because Kale being negative affinity is going to destroy him in that fight. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to have to give that up. Give that up. Because that's not happening.